In this lesson, we will learn some troubleshooting techniques and the use of a multimeter. It is not all-inclusive of everything we need to know on these topics. Additional information can be found in the General Aviation Maintenance Technician's Handbook and in Acceptable Methods, Techniques, and Practices of Aircraft Inspection and Repair. The properties of electromagnetism are employed to measure voltage, current, and resistance in a circuit. This works because, as we have already learned, a magnetic field surrounding a coil increases in proportion to any increase in current, and Ohm's law allows us to find any missing value if we know the current. The interaction of the magnetic fields of a permanent magnet and an electromagnet, whose field varies with the current flowing through it, is the basis of operation of the D'Arsonval meter. Meter sensitivity is the reciprocal value of the current needed to cause a full-scale meter deflection. Here are the definitions of some common terms used in troubleshooting circuits. A circuit must be energized when checking voltage, but powered off when checking resistance. When measuring voltage across a component, first ensure the voltmeter is properly set for either AC or DC voltage. Then set the voltage range higher than the highest anticipated voltage and adjust down until reaching the appropriate range. Ensure the red lead is attached to the positive side of the component and the black lead on the negative side. Connect the leads in parallel to component and ensure that the circuit power is on. Here we see a simple circuit with a voltmeter connected in parallel with a resistor. The red lead is on the positive side of the circuit and the black lead is on the negative side. When measuring current through a component, first ensure the red lead is attached on the positive side of the component and the black lead is on the negative side. Connect the leads in series to the component and then turn the power to the circuit on. Here we see a simple circuit with an ammeter connected in series with a resistor. Again, the red lead is on the positive side of the circuit and the black lead is on the negative side. To check the value of a resistor, the resistor must be disconnected from the circuit. Otherwise, you may be reading the resistance of the entire circuit rather than just a component being checked. A continuity check is made to check the integrity of a connection from one portion of a circuit to another. This can be accomplished with the continuity function of a multimeter or with the ohm meter. If there is a good connection, then the ohm meter will read a zero or near zero resistance or a short. If the circuit is open or has a very poor connection at some point, then the ohm meter will read infinity or some very high resistance. Our small single-engine aircraft typically have two relays, a battery relay and a starter relay. They are in series with each other, and the starter relay cannot be energized until after the battery relay is energized. They operate by supplying a small amount of current to a coil, which creates an electromagnet that closes a set of contacts, allowing a larger current to pass through. From the schematic shown here of a battery relay, we can see that the coil is energized when the master switch is closed, completing the circuit. The starter switch does the same thing for the starter relay. Here we can see how a relay works. When the switch in the coil circuit connected to the bottom battery is open, the contacts in the light bulb circuit are spring-loaded to the open position. When the switch on the bottom of this picture is closed, the coil is energized, creating an electromagnet which overcomes the force of the spring and closes the contacts, allowing current to flow to the light bulb, turning it on. The battery relay can be tested by following these steps. An improperly functioning transformer may be the result of either a short or an open in one of the windings. A transformer winding with an infinite resistance indicates an open circuit in that winding. A short transformer winding may feel hot to the touch after it has been operating for a while, or the output voltage may be lower than expected. As a general rule, if a capacitor does not have an infinite resistance, it is probably shorted.